Hello everyone, this is Saurabh from Everything Flow and Everything Design, and today we'll be discussing on how we can enhance our form input fields. So one of the things which I struggled a lot in the past was whenever I have an input field for phone number, I used to use a type called phone, and like in an early stage of learning Webflow, I used to think if I do a phone number, it will allow user to put only phone numbers. But turns out that you can do characters and numbers as well. So this option did not work well for multiple clients, and they were like, can we just restrict this entire thing to a phone number input? Now the other option which we have inside the form is to put numbers, but again when you do a number you end up doing this increment decrement value, and we do have small css to hide this, but still it didn't seem to be a valid solution for this kind of thing. So the other way which I have found out is that you can still use your phone number as a type and to use this code, which is basically calling out a constant variable and to look for a type attribute with tel, which is the phone input type. So first I'll show you how it works. I'm just saving this right now and I'll be publishing this website. So right now if I try to type any character, which I'm doing right now, if I try to type, it won't take it, but if I do a number, it will take the numbers and fill up the entire thing. And plus because we are not using number field, we don't see those arrows also anymore. Now how does this code actually works? So the first thing is actually it's listening to when the entire website is loaded. So DOM country loaded, it looking for that. Then we have phone input as a constant variable, and here we are looking for a attribute called type tel. Now if you inspect this particular field, you can see that it has an attribute called type tel. Now this is what we are looking for, because if you select any phone field, this type tel attribute will automatically appear over there. And then we are looking for each functions. If you have multiple input field, this will really help. Now what we are putting one more input value for calling out phone input value and looking if we are adding anything on it. So it's an event listener which will look if we are typing anything or not, and on that we are also looking for a replacement with characters. So this /d actually looks for the characters, all the characters which we have from A to Z and all those, and it will replace those or maybe erase those from the input value, which will push it value to phone input. And this /g is basically your numbers from 0 to 9, so it will only add those values. This small thing actually looks for everything, and we are replacing this numerical value with this value, which is input, and again to the phone input. So basically that's how it's going on. Now the other thing which we were facing issue was the client, let's say our Indian client, wanted a restriction for phone numbers till 10 digit, but they don't want user to be able to add more than 10 digit or less than 10 digit. So how do we resolve that? So we got a really small brilliant solution over here, which is basically restricting the characters. So what we are doing is we are putting min length 10, min length 10, max length 10, and we are doing a pattern. So pattern will be something like I want a digit from 0 to 10, but my restriction will be till pattern will be like number 0 to 9 and restriction of 10 characters. Now after doing this, if I publish this and go back here and refresh it, now if I type out numbers, I'm still typing and I'm not allowed to type anything more than 10 digits. So this is how we do a restriction also on the phone number field. Now if you see, if I type out number till this character, there is no error warning. So this is something as an issue right now, which I guess can be resolved by some script. So the reason, I'll show you test.com. I'll select any topic, test. So if I try to submit, it will say that please match the format requested, because we specifically said that the character has to be 10 numbers. So I cannot submit this form without entering 10 digit, and it will keep on popping up if so I'm not entering anything. I'll try to submit, it will say fill this error, and you'll see this tooltip error coming up unless until I type 10 characters. And this is really useful for any form submission, and you can edit the pattern as per your preference. So that's all from me. Thank you.